morning. Today I want to talk about living on the edge. Now, what do I mean by living on the edge? I don't mean like literally on the edge of, falling off a cliff. I mean on the edge of things in life like finances and health. And I think they'd probably be the two biggest ones that I know in my life and growing up, and habits I've formed over my life are the ones that you live on the edge of. Now, what do I mean by that? So I mean you don't pay a bill on time because you're shuffling money, so you'll figure it out at the very last minute. I'm talking about not having savings. I'm talking about putting off making changes for your health. And what we know to be true in any of these kind of situations is that when push comes to shove, something really dramatic happens in your life, like your roof falls off, a lot of people who have spent their life living on this kind of edge of the cliff kind of life manage to pull a rabbit out of a hat, and they can find the money to get the roof fixed, or they can have a credit card that they can put it on, or they know someone that can do it and they can pay it off. Like there's always they manage to get it done. And the same is true in health. People that live on junk food, don't exercise, smoke, drink lots, etc. They get a diagnosis, or they get a bit of a wake-up call because a friend has had a diagnosis, and they change their life like that and manage to pull themselves back from the edge of whatever was going on. Now, I have done this all my life, people. All my life. Oh my God. The queen of the last minute. She'll be right. I'll just figure it out. All that kind of stuff. And it is exhausting. It's exhausting. It's like you wait to see something needs to be handed in, and you like, oh, I'll get it done overnight. I did it at school, I've always done it. And it's a habit I find myself in. It's a habit I notice daily and need to work on fixing. So, for example, last year, three funerals last year of friends. 2 of them I had to travel for. Now, at the last minute, yes, can make that happen. Did I have money set aside that it was easy? No. Do you expect to have to do that? No. But people should, like, savings is a good thing to have, like security blankety kind of stuff is a good thing to have. And for some people, they don't like living life on that. They like living life on the edge. Possibly, although I hate to admit it, there's a little bit of an aspect of drama. And when you can manage to pull those rabbits out of a hat or change your life in a quick direction really, really quickly, there's an adrenaline thing that goes with that. There's a dopamine hit. There's an endorphin rush. There's all those hormonal things that happen when there's that frantic-y stuff kind of happening. Now, health in particular is a big one. How many people do you know who've smoked all their life and something happens and they can change like that? Like that. They stop like that. And they can change all their habits overnight. So what I'm investigating more of, what I'm trying to research more of, what I'm trying to learn more of, what I'm trying to adapt more of in my life is not living on that edge, is getting to a point and going, okay, this is comfortable, I can manage this workload, I can manage this money, I can manage this health thing, and try and be in a more flowy state, I guess, where there is none of that drama of living on the edge of those big significant things that happen. At some point in our life, most of us are going to get a health scare. So why not look after your health? At some point in our life, most of us are going to be hit with a really big financial thing that comes left of center. So why not be a little bit prepared for it? Why not have savings? Why not have a buffer? Why not do those things that can actually protect us? I'd love, if you've had any experience with this kind of stuff, I'd love to hear what worked for you. Was it a case of going, okay, so I don't live on the edge, I'll put this amount of money aside every week, or I'll have this credit card that I don't touch, it's for emergencies? Or do you put extra in your superannuation with your health? Do you have regular checkups so you're aware of any changes that are going on in your body and possibly getting them off before the curveball hits you? Do you have regular boob checkups? If you're a guy, do you get your prostate checked? Do you wear sunscreen? Do you have those suns? I lived as a kid on a boat covered in olive oil or coconut oil. My tan when I got to Australia was mad. So I get my skin regularly checked. But many don't. So why is it? Why do we like to live on the edge? It's so not good for us. Those spikes and the stuff inside us when we have to have those dramatic moments do us no good. They do us no good. So I want to challenge you today to look at areas of your... For me, the two are money and health. They're the two big ones. And work would be the third one. So that'd be my top three that I live on the edge of, have lived on the edge of, and I'm getting better at. And this Facebook Live, will tell you, has got to be better at that. But I want you to look at what are the areas in your life where you live on the edge. It might be relationships. It might be stuff going on with your children, your family. It might be work. It might be money. It might be health. It might be your sex life, which is completely... You know what I mean? Like, it could be all sorts of areas of your life. You might be studying and you teeter on the edge of failing all the time because you don't get stuff done. And then they have that rush. So I'd love to know what it is you think that drives you to do that. Anything you think of has helped you change it. And while I study this a bit more, because you're going to hear me talk about this a bit, I reckon, in the next 120 odd days, whatever it is left, because I think it's really important. And I think getting on top of this knife edge living that we do, where we're in a point where we know if we get hit by a curveball, everything will be okay because we've looked after ourselves spiritually, physically, financially, etc. So I'm going to talk more about it, and I want to know what you guys have got to say about it. And if, in the meantime, head on over to www.samanthaLeith.com and get on the Sparkle newsletter, join the 7-Day Confidence Challenge, or just say hi. Okay, bye. Have a great day.